Hey everybody, Rick here again. Just wanted to give you guys a quick 3-month review of the Click belt that I purchased online at Amazon. It is a utility belt that is has a nylon strap, has this very nice metal clasp, and there is a name for it. I apologize, I cannot remember it, the type of clasp that this is, or the latching system that this is, but I'd like to give this belt some initial high praise. It works excellent in terms of this clasp. The nylon on it does not stretch. The nylon is very strong and has held up very well for the short period of time that I've owned it. Again, only 3 months, but have not seen any major wear and have only seen maybe just a minor fraying from a scratch that I might have rubbed up against something on it recently. And besides that, everything else has been okay. Now, the bad portions of this belt, or the bad parts of this belt, are that in many reviews you'll see, if you look up some information on this belt, is that this portion of the clasp over here, this excess strap here, coming from here, has to actually loop through this after passing this through all of your pants belt loops, to then loop it through here and then tuck the excess in underneath your belt loops. Not a big deal. It's a little time consuming. That's not a problem. The major problem I have with this belt that I saw in some of the reviews that I did not think was going to be an issue was that the excess amount of work that you do during the day of sitting, standing, climbing ladders, walking upstairs, bending over, picking things up, things that people in the trade or in construction, service, things of that nature will do during the course of a day, does cause this belt to loosen up slightly. One of the reasons I think is mainly because that this bar right here that you loop that excess nylon around is actually a nice smooth belt, or is a nice smooth surface for the belt loop to cross over. If this was maybe more of a rigid or kind of a textured bar, that might not be the case. It might be a little bit better. One of the things that also contributes to this problem, where it is the biggest problem, is if you use this belt and you go to the bathroom, you unbuckle your belt, sit down, stand up, whatever it is that you do in the bathroom, whenever you unbuckle it, it loosens up slightly doing that as well. So, and if that's the case, tightening it up usually requires you to unbuckle it and then tighten it up slightly some and then rebuckle it again, because tightening it up while it's buckled up to you just doesn't seem to work as well as I would hope, or I would have hoped it would have. So that is the only downfall that I saw, or that I've seen so far with this belt, that was obviously mentioned in other people's reviews online. But in terms of using the nylon strap for clip-on accessories, I always keep a leather flashlight on me, or a leather flashlight holster. It's been great. I haven't had any problems with anything in that regard. So it's been a really super durable belt. And like I said, I can't tell you how awesome it is to just be able to clip this thing in. You push these two little brass levers in, and then you unbuckle it, and that's it. So that portion of it works great. It does not come off. If these are latched in place, when you push this in, it does not come apart. I've seen people in videos, and obviously they mentioned something I think on the site about the belt being able to tow a car, and I've seen people pull a car with it, maybe not tow it, but pull it, and yeah, it does its thing. It works great. Would I recommend it for everyday trade work? Probably not. I'll probably be switching back to a heavy duty, large leather belt with 1 or 2 pins to hold it in place, as opposed to this in the next year, or however long it takes me to wear this one out, which might be a while. But I would more recommend this as an accessory piece. If you're going out over the weekends, you wanted to wear it with a pair of jeans, and you're not going to be doing anything over the course of an evening at the bar, or going out to the movies, or going out with friends, this would be fine, because you obviously have a hygienic advantage using one of these belts as opposed to a long leather strapped belt that will might make its way into a urinal or into other places when you're in a public bathroom. This does not have that problem. So for the weekend stuff, it's great. And if you're only going to use it, for just kind of hanging out and going, a couple places, not a big deal. Moving around and doing a lot of work during the day, I don't know if I'd recommend it, but so far it's held up pretty well. So in terms of its durability, it's great. Ease of use during the day, at least probably 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 times a day I have to tighten this thing up, or at least make adjustments to tighten it back up. So that's my review. Hopefully this helped anybody who's looking to buy one of these. I think it was like 50 bucks when I bought it. Still super cool. I'll still keep it around, and I'll still use it for anything that I do, over the weekends. It's just in my regular street clothes as opposed to work clothes, if for some reason I get another belt after this. Thank you guys for watching again. I appreciate it. Take care.